I'm working to warn as many people as possible to what is actually coming. I've been sounding the alarm since 2020 and trying to prepare people to understand how the macro and microeconomic works. I'm about to share with you is my research. I'm going to share with you exactly what I do. This is about empowerment. Do your own research, study. But I'm always going to be honest with you and peel back the curtain. No gatekeeping here. So yesterday, the Feds decided to lower rates. Now we expected that 0.25. That's why there wasn't a huge response in the market. It's actually going down, which is freaking people out, which is fudding people out, which is when we buy. That's one hint right there. But here's what's going to happen. The Feds are going to keep lowering rates. He announced they're going to start quantitative easing. They're going to stop the quantitative tightening. You need to understand what that means. This morning, Trump said the meeting with China went well. They're going to keep lowering rates of a new Fed chair by second quarter 2026. I guarantee in favor of Trump in cryptocurrency and lowering rates. So that's key. They're going to start quantitative easing, which is printing of money. Now, here's the part that most people don't understand because it's not easy to understand. They don't teach us about hurdle rates and inflation in school. They teach us to go to school, get a job, get a good credit score, and trade time for money. They don't teach you how money actually works. And they don't teach you that all the money in the system is debt, especially now, 120% debt to income ratio. This is not our grandparents' or our parents' economy. You need to wake up. Old 60-40, 60% stock, 40% bonds is dead. You have to wake up to a new reality. Hence the Genius Act, Stablecoin Act, the Genius Act, the Clarity Act, which your banks are going to have clear rules of the road by first quarter 2026 on how to operate in crypto. Why is all this happening and how do we prepare for this? So what they're doing, this is exactly what's happening. Save this video, 2030, and come back to it. Bookmark it. I told you guys in 2020, banks were going to be able to custody your crypto by 2025. Boom. It's true. You guys told me XRP was a shit coin. It was going to collapse. Nobody was ever going to use it. Ripple beat the SEC, and they're dominating, acquiring massive companies, and XRP's right at the center of it. You guys have told me that Bitcoin's going to zero since I started talking about it, and it just keeps climbing. Countries around the world are accumulating it, and companies on the S&P are now creating Bitcoin treasuries. 1,700 a day is being bought by companies, and only 450 a day are mined. And Trump now, out of billionaires, is the #1 holder in Bitcoin, and his son Barron Trump is worth $180 million in cryptocurrency. And the Trump family, in 24 months, will be wealthier in crypto than their whole legacy in real estate. So here's what's going to happen. They're going to use stable coins to balance out the US dollar from completely collapsing because the bond market was collapsing. Because stable coins use 60% short-term treasuries to balance them out and make them stable 1-to-1. Hence the Genius Act. Bo Hines stepped down, went out, brought Tether into America. Cantor Fitzgerald is the custodian